yourself sucks. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Strapped in, good to go. Warming up, about to start the journey to California. Heading to Buttonwillow today. Well, Bakersfield. Stay at my friend's brother's house while we go for a track day tomorrow. It's gonna be like a 4 or 5 hour drive. I don't know if you guys could see that. I have the trailer behind me, and right now I'm kind of worried because one, it is windy as hell outside. I checked the weather and it's like sustained like 20-30 miles an hour winds with like up to 40 to 50 mile an hour gusts. I've driven through wind before. It sucked. It was a workout trying to keep the truck stable, trailer stable. Crosswinds really like upset the trailer. It sucked. I guess this is the nature of living in a desert. But today, tomorrow, or especially today, is crazy here in Vegas. Apparently, once I cross over to California, it's not as heavy winds, but I'm just concerned about going through the mountains. If it's too crazy, then I'm just gonna pull over somewhere and just wait it out. But we're about to head over to our friend Brian's house to meet up with Brian and Raul. Then we're gonna caravan to California. We'll see you on the way. All right, on top of it being extremely windy, cloudy, hazy, look, you can't see anything past that. It's actually kind of raining. Can't really see the raindrops on my windshield, but it's like rain mixed with dust. So that's kind of interesting. Damn. Fully gutted. Sheesh. He just needs a cage now.
Race car.
Comms.
Call sign panic over here.
Call sign Rex.
Affirm.
Okay. We are on our way to California now. We are on the I-15 South. It's pretty windy on this highway, but I think it calmed down just a little bit, which gives me hope. I don't know how this drive is gonna go, but so far the Tundra pulling this 24-foot enclosed trailer has been doing fine. I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, I end up overthinking sometimes, you know, because safety is definitely first, and I feel like it's dangerous. I'm gonna pull over somewhere and just chill. But yeah, I could feel the truck swaying just a little bit.
How's the crosswind with the trailer?
There's some crosswinds, but so far so good. All right, so currently hitting some strong headwinds and crosswinds at the moment, and it's swinging me just a little bit. But look at that gas mileage. Pain, so much pain.
Roger that, drive safe.
Visibility starting to get rough out here. We're like in the middle of a dust storm. Windy. Okay, we just crossed over to California at Prim. Visibility is kind of rough right now, but if you look to your right, it's a pretty big dust storm, and I don't know if it's gonna cross over to here. It looks like it's starting to. Yeah, it's kind of sketchy. Sheesh. All right, so we're almost kind of halfway on our trip, and yeah, it's a major dust storm.
I just need to get used to this car, but I've been watching the videos and doing the sims, so I think all that's left is just to take the car and then just, like, you know, push it a little bit every lap.
Here we go. This is bad, really bad.
Holy shit!
Okay, so I had to put the camera down in the middle of that the heavy dust just in case. I almost could not see in front of me, like 5-6 feet in front of me. Trucks pulled over on the side of the road. Alright, we made it through the dust storm. That was kind of scary. Less than 100 miles to go. About an hour and a half remaining on this trip. We're in this stretch of the highway in California, like towards Mojave. We're like really close to Willow Springs. And these crosswinds right now are no joke. They are tossing me around, especially with this big trailer. I'm even thinking it really calms down soon. It started to rain. What an interesting trip so far. What's going on, guys? Still on the way to Bakersfield. The sun's about to set. Behind me is the windmills in Mojave. It's like Edwards Air Force Base area, but like over that distance is also Willow Springs. But anyway, I just wanted to quickly introduce myself. My name is Rex. I drive a 2000 Silver MR2 Spider or Toyota MRS, and I'm originally from New Jersey, but I moved out to Las Vegas about 2 years ago in 2022 with my family. Decided to hit like a different change of pace in life. I was an East Coast boy all my life. I grew up in Jersey. Went to school there, went to college there and everything. Then I decided to move out here just to change it up a little bit. I guess I just wanted to document a lot of the stuff I do out here. Just so I could showcase it back to my friends at the East Coast, so they could see like how it is over here on like a day-to-day, or like, you know, being part of the West Coast. And two, just to document more of my experiences. Nothing too crazy. I don't know how often I'll be recording, but I'm definitely gonna try as much as I can. It's been something that I've wanted to do for quite a bit, but I suck being in front of the camera. I'm originally a photographer. I'm always behind the camera. I'm always the one recording people. But I figured I'd give it a shot being in front of the camera. It's definitely kind of nerve-wracking, you know what I mean? I'm not used to it, but it's something that I just got to get out of my head, basically. Hope you guys like what I document, and hopefully I could keep documenting more. By all means, please give me tips and tricks on how I could be better, or how I could speak better. I'm not used to speaking. I'm normally not a talker. I'm very, very to myself and very quiet and just observant. Right. But I'm just trying to see if I could get out of my comfort zone a little bit. But yeah, it is raining pretty hard right now, so let me get back to driving. Oof. Looks like a tractor trailer jackknifed. Oh, that's rough. I hope whoever was driving that is okay. Gee, we made it. Hi. Hi.
There's a Greg over, right? I didn't watch. Yep.
Last week, they had 12 rep unanimous decision. But it has.
We made it. Bakersfield.
What's up, YouTube? Don't forget to like,
Comment.
subscribe, comment, share, that what?
Too easy. Too easy. Too easy.
Good morning. It's about 6:30 in the morning. It is cold. It's rainy. It's wet. Surface is slippery. It's kind of sketchy. But we're here. We'll make it out. Hopefully it dries out. It's still drizzling. If it keeps drizzling, no bueno. I'm not going out because I have these tires. They don't like rain.
It doesn't. Or actually, put that one.
We are on our way to Buttonwillow Raceway Park, and it looks like the sun came out. The road's drying up. It's looking great. I'm excited. Hoping I could get a nice little PB today. If not, all good. It's been a year since I've been here, which was my first time, and it's a really fun track. So I'm trying to get all the seat time I can today with the boys, and we'll see how it goes from there. We made it. Hopefully we're not too late for the driver's meeting. So far, there's a rock chip right there. Damn. Hopefully this doesn't spread. It sucks. Part of track life though. What can you do? Great weather so far here at Buttonwillow. Please don't rain. Good luck, guys. It's a wrap. Car did well. Made it 6 sessions. Best I could do was 208.2, I think. I had a 207.8 in my sights, but I messed up on Trail Hill and I took it too hot, so I kind of gave up that corner. But car's feeling solid. No issues, no overheating, everything's fine. Happy. Track day officially complete. We're heading back to Vegas now. We have about 4 hours left to go. It's been pretty smooth so far. Track day was great. Started off wet and rainy, and by the time like the first few sessions came out, it actually dried up, and it turned out to be an amazing day. Great weather. A little bit chilly, which is not too bad. Helped keep the engine temps down, oil temps as well. And everybody I went with PB'd. There was like, I think there was at least 10 of us in our group. Ran different run groups. Some of them beginner, some of them intermediate, including myself. Happy everybody PB'd. Big shout out to everybody in the group. Hopefully I'm getting better as a driver. And the car has never felt so great. It's very, very responsive, communicates really well. I'm still easing off and like getting sketched out when the car could handle a lot more. It's just me, but hopefully one day we'll get there. Getting closer to low 2s, still over 2 club. Well, hopefully one day I'll make sub 2 club, and if not, it's okay. It's fun, and I'm enjoying it. Anyway, we have a few more hours to go. That might be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys at the next one.